This show's called Drewz Viewz. I'm doing Car Tuesday with Steven Universe, so check it out, okay? Now people love the verse, like, subscribe even. Now let's sit back and watch me watch it. Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, and I'm back for a little Car Tuesday where I react to cartoons on a Tuesday. Today I'm on Steven Universe Future, episodes 13 and 14. So hopefully everyone's staying safe out there, or rather in there, staying quarantined and all that here. And if you're staying inside, plenty of time to watch Steven and watch me watch Steven. So I'm excited for these ones. Really enjoyed getting back to it last time with, I guess, the mid-season premiere, or whatever you would call it. Steven's still having his issues, of course, that we saw from the first half of the Steven Universe Future season here. But it's starting to get a little better, I think. Him and Peridot came to a little bit of an understanding in the first one last time. He doesn't always need a project, or to say as something to save for them to hang out or whatever. It was kind of part of the message. Also, though, we learned about this new power he has where he could, some type of extremely lucid dreaming, I guess, where he can make his dreams appear on a TV video cassette. So that was interesting. Crazy power there. I don't know if it's going to come up again ever, but... And then in the second episode last time, we finally got to see Connie a little bit. And they were hanging out. It was awkward at first. She had some other friends too. Steven was being awkward around other people. A side plot of that one was Bismuth apparently having a thing for Pearl. So that's interesting. And then, of course, Stevani came back out. They realized they'll still be friends, and it's what they do. Stevani, is kind of a little easy fix for a lot of the Steven Connie issues that they ever have, but it's a good friend when you can fuse together into a bigger person and skate around like a champ. So anyway, yeah, I was really pleased with the episodes last time. Excited to see what we got this time. Sure, there's still going to be some issues with Steven coping with everything, but we'll see what those are and which other gems will be involved this time. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright, so like I said just a minute ago, pretty heavy stuff there. That was pretty much the distillation, I guess, of the themes or experiences Steven's been having since, this entire season. Just purely stated for the most part. It is good that Greg came back and Connie called him. So yeah, I guess it wasn't too hard to predict. Not that I even predicted he would be in this episode, but just wondering where I was. It makes sense, that he would need to be there to support Steven. And then, yeah, with the doctor, Connie's mom saying all that, it was pretty clinical talk, pretty good information, I think, for maybe just people watching, even younger people, I guess, that might not realize some of this stuff. So it is interesting, this season in general, I guess. Yeah, it's not something, a plot line that a show like this typically goes down with, the typical hero thing and saving the world and all that, and what happens after. And I've talked about it a little bit this season, but yeah, they're really going for it here, I guess. Really just does have PTSD, essentially. It's kind of darkly humorous when he's going back through all the stuff that happened to him that was just from the season one even, or whatever. When it's put in that light, though, that, yeah, I don't know how he's gonna deal with it. He does need some type of therapist here. Dr. Connie's mom's a medical doctor, like a GP, I guess, or whatever she was saying. I think, at least. She's not a psychologist, or a psychiatrist, but I don't know there's not really any because he's between two worlds, human and gem, there's not really anyone, I'm assuming, with that background knowledge, a doctor like that or a psychiatrist like that. So whoever he gets, if it does go that route, is gonna have to figure some things out on the fly, I think. But interesting that she was taking x-rays of the gems. I guess so maybe humans now are gonna learn more about them, or are any other humans going to have gem, are going to get with gems and make more? When we still never, one hanging thread, I guess I'd call it a hanging thread from the original series, is we never learned how Greg and Pink Diamond actually did it or whatever. I'm not surprised, I guess, even though they're doing so mature themes here. That would probably be too far, but I'm still curious about that. I don't know if the show writers even have an idea of how it would have happened, but I guess theoretically, if Connie and Steven do get together in the future in that manner, I don't know what's going to happen there. Yeah, and I mean, again, not surprising, I guess, that Steven had never been to the doctor before, but that is a little irresponsible of Greg, even though not going to school is one thing, and, you know, being part gem, whatever. I don't know, was he trying to keep it a secret at that time? Maybe. Yeah. You know, clearly the issues aren't still not figured out or dealt with entirely as they couldn't be, but it does seem like with that last episode, at least, Steven's figured out what the general issue kind of is, I guess, at least, even though he's kind of dancing around it a little bit. But it was really a pretty distilled form that time. So yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with the next ones. Do tell me your thoughts about it in the comments. Of course, you gotta subscribe if you're not already. Hey, everyone's supposed to be at home right now, so what are you gonna not subscribe and stay home and watch more of my past reactions? Go do it. Check it out. Anna Monday stuff, doing Mob Psycho 100 right now, plenty of other series in the you know, the vault there, so check those out and join me back next Card Tuesday for Steven Universe Future episodes 14 and 15. Until then, oh no, wait a minute, no, my math is quite poor there. That would be next time for 15 and 16. Until then, I'm up out of here. Peace.